Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we will be talking about why single parents should not get in a relationship with just anyone. Before we start, y'all don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and enjoy the video. I have on here, I feel that single parents should not get in any relationship with just anyone because you got to know your self-worth first. You got to know that you shouldn't just be giving your time, energy, be dating anybody just because they're giving you attention when you know that you have value. You just can't be doing that. You can't be throwing it out to everybody and giving everybody your time and attention. You just can't. That's number one. Number two is we have to be examples. When we have children and we're trying to date, we got to know that it takes more effort into picking a mate, assessing the whole situation, looking at different qualifications, how they can help your child. It's a lot to it. So you just can't be jumping into any relationship just because he or she is eye candy or they're the type of person you like and all this type of stuff. We got to dig deeper. So you just can't do that. And we got to be an examples for our babies. We have to be an examples for our children because they are looking at us to model how they're supposed to act when it comes time to choosing a mate or dealing with someone, dating someone. We have to model that. So if we out here picking unqualified people or people that we shouldn't have around our children, they're going to grow up and do the same exact thing. So it is important that when we're dating or we're trying to get in a relationship with someone, you just can't be picking them because they got a car, he packing down there, she got a big butt, or he got money. It has to be more than that when children are involved, because you got to ask yourself, is this person going to be able to teach my children something? Even though it's not the parent, they at least need to be able to teach your children some morals, some values, some life skills, just something. And if they can't do that, that's already a no. So remember, before you start dating and getting in a relationship, you ask, okay, they fit this for me, the qualifications for me, but now, okay, what about my children? Do they fit in that qualification? You also want to know that when trying to date someone, getting to know them, having them around your children, that you could be entertaining demons, bad spirits, pedophiles, abusers, deceivers. So you got to be 100% sure that this person is legit to be around you and your children and overall your family. That is the last thing you want, is to bring your mate around your children and they are just toxic. They're abusers, or they're drunks, or they're drug dealers, they're molesting your children, they are messing up your finances, they're stealing from you, they're putting all bad energy in front of your children. All that is the last thing you want. The last thing you want to do is invite these type of people in your household with those bad habits and baggages and all that, because it's not only going to mess up you, but it's going to affect your children as well, because believe it or not, they are watching us. They know who creeping in and out at night, or who's staying till morning, leaving, coming every now and then. They know all that. And so it is critical for us parents to realize, before we get in these relationships, let's just have a checklist. A checklist that will mark off everything that we know we should be looking for in that person. And then everything the signs that we know we should look for, like, hey, nope, if this happens, they gotta go. When you get into a relationship, when you're a single parent, just to be in a relationship, it's like, why are you wasting your time? Just to say you got a boo, you booed up, or that's bae, and all these stupid terms y'all use nowadays. It's not cute. Why not take the time to just work on yourself, prepare yourself and your family for when you do want to get in that relationship? There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to rush. When you're being molded and growing and shaped for what you've been asking for, that's the best thing, because when you get it, you'll be better prepared. There's lots of times that people get in relationships and that other person is great, but because they are not ready, or that other person is still dealing with whatever issues they got going on, the relationship fails. And then your children are already attached. Then after that, you go find another one. Your children get attached to that. Then after that, it's just like, how many people do we got to keep introducing to our children? Because believe it or not, they are watching that. And it's like, dang, mommy keep bringing John over here. Jason was just over here. Eric. All these people are uncles and all that. No. Our daddy just had Jasmine over here. Diamond was over here last week. Just all this stuff. It's just not good. It is not good to expose our children to our negative habits, our lifestyles. If you're going to do that, do it on the low, not in your home. That way the children are not at risk. They're not at risk of nothing, of the spirits, of the abuse, or of anything just going wrong because we choose bad mates. And I don't really want to be in a relationship because I got my own problems and issues, and I have a daughter and I don't play that, and I have sons. You can't trust people, and I just don't want to go through the whole stage with seeing if I could trust them, what qualifications they have. However, I do have someone in mind that I wouldn't mind dating, but I know I'm not prepared for that person. So I need to take the time out to prepare myself for that person and make sure that that person is preparing themselves for me, even though they don't know it yet. I'm kind of crazy. But that person just can't be around my family like that. Like, it's going to have to be on a secret type level, or I'm always at his place. But if I decide to, I don't want to, but like I said, I do have one person in mind. But if I decide to do that, it ain't just going to be anybody. And in a way, this person is kind of out of my league, and the reason why I say that is because I'm not where I want to be, but I'm still growing, and I'm not going to give up, and I am kind of courageous. So I know if I keep working on myself and I really want that, it's going to happen. But the bottom line is I know that I need to take that time to prepare myself. And then to know that he can't be all up in my space like that. It's going to have to be, you can come over when my kid's not here, or I just be at your place or something. I just want to make, even if this person is just, I know this person is great, I just don't want to keep exposing my children to different men. I just can't. And now that I have a daughter, oh my goodness, it's even more extreme. It's like, no. If you're not, and I don't want to get married neither. So if you're not about to meet my husband, you definitely can't meet my kids. Unless it's on some business type level, but I'm just weird like that. Like, I'm very protective of my children. I'm very extremely protective of my daughter, and can't nobody just come up in my space like that. Whether we're dating, we sleeping together, whatever. I'm not doing that because I'm fasting. But if we're doing that, it's got to be elsewhere. I have learned that I have to protect my spirit, but also my children's spirit, because they're vulnerable. They don't need to be exposed to what mommy's doing, what daddy's doing. So I don't know why I threw that in there, but I don't know how I got off track. But my point is, we have to be wise parents when we are picking someone. Listen, if y'all picking someone, okay, let that person be positive. Let them be strong mentally, physically, and spiritually. Let that person have goals, morals, and values. Be respectful. They got to have a high credit score, because you're going to need things. You're going to need to start businesses. Your children may need things, or they may need a co-signer for a business idea that they have. Make sure that they're, I said responsible, that they just have everything, that they have everything in order, that they are okay. You make sure that that person, whether it's male or female, understand you and your situation. Understand that it's not just you. You have kids. So they have to be great examples. Don't be allowing nobody in your space. I'm gonna use guys right now, because I haven't really seen females come into somebody's space and talk in a certain way, like as far as slang. I haven't personally seen that, but I've personally seen males come into females' lives that have children, but they're not trying to better the children. They're not trying to be a great role model, or they are not trying to change their bad habits so that they can be a better mentor or a role model for those children. Stop using the slang like, hey, bro, and just all the negative slang that is out there. We don't need that. If you're going to be in somebody's life, come in there correct. Come in there knowing that, okay, there are going to be hard times. It's not going to always be easy. Yes, these are somebody else's kids, but this is what you kind of agreed upon. So be prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually. It's going to be hard. You're going to get tired of them kids, okay? You probably going to want out. But if you really love that person or want to be with that person, it's kind of like it's your pros and cons. And you just got to learn how to deal with it because it's not going to be easy. And if you just want to smash or whatever, let that be known and let that mother make that decision. But don't come in there playing games, getting used to the family, and then feel like, you know what, this is not what I want. Peace out, I'm gone. It don't work like that. It's just, let's have some dignity with what we're doing, okay? And for females too, don't be a role model if he has little girls. Even if he has boys, be that positive role model. Don't come in here with all that makeup on and fake hair, this and that, and skin tight clothes. Try to just have some dignity and respect for yourself and for the children. That's all I gotta say. Also want to make sure that you don't have your children seeing you with so many different partners. Okay. It's not a good look in their eyes, and it's not a good example. I know way too many people, whether we close or not, whether we still talk or not, talk a lot, but they had partner after partner after partner. Twice a year is a different guy. Each year there's like two or three different guys. It's like, what's going on? You got kids. Can you not settle down and see where you can fix yourself? Can you not pick a better role model? Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. Do better, pick better, want more for yourself, know your self-worth. Don't be giving it up to everybody. So I gotta say, because, and then y'all who got girls and y'all having these different men, be very careful who you letting in your house. Because they could very well be sleeping together. Don't put nothing past nobody. Not even your teenage daughters or your teenage sons. Don't put nothing past nobody. Because we are only able to see what we want to see. Because sometimes it's there, but we like, nah. Be careful. Do background checks. Watch how he looking at your daughter or looking at your son, or how your daughter or your son looking at your mate. It's just, everything's coming to play. That's why it's so difficult. And I know I've been in 2 relationships since I had children. But now that I'm older, I realize I can't just be doing that. I just cannot. I have to really be very careful who I allow in my space, who I introduce my children to. And the next time I do get in a relationship, like I said, I don't really want to, but the Creator knows what's going on. But if that happened, that person is a great example, okay? And I don't even really need that, because I'm at this point in my life. Listen, my children have a positive role model. Hopefully, hey, if y'all any black guys out there that stay in California that want to be a positive role model for my 2 sons, y'all email me. Like, I'm being serious, because I don't have that help like that. And it is good for black men to grow up knowing that they have another black role model to turn to. So I'm so serious right now. Like, I want y'all to just email me. It'll be in the description, and like, hey, Destiny, I'm willing to help you. And not to take care of my kids, but just like, sometime teach them about life, or take them on outings, or just whatever, something like that, after you go through your whole process. But I got what I was saying. But yeah, I have so much high standards now. Like, can't nobody just step to me. And in the past, I have dealt with people I know I shouldn't have. But I know better now, and it's just like, my standards are so high to where, and no, I don't think I'm all that, but guess what? I know that I am growing, and I know once I reach my full potential, that word queen and goddess that y'all use around loosely, that will be me. And I don't use that word. I'm not a queen right now. I'm not a goddess right now, because I ain't put in all that work, and I have not changed. I still have poor habits. So when I get that status, I know that, you know what? He got to be up here. Okay? And the person I got my eyes on is up there, and it's just like, all right, let me continue working on myself. But when I'm talking about that, just be very careful. Even though I am talking about, I got my eyes on someone, it ain't really like that, but it's like, okay, I see it. Let me still do what I'm doing. I'm still being focused. Even if it's 2, 3, 5 years from now, I know that, I've been working on myself. But like I said, I don't want them around my children. I don't know if that's bad. I don't want them around my children, because I ain't got time. I don't want my children to keep seeing that. And so it's just like, nope. If that happened, that's the Creator doing. But I don't want them around my children. I just want it to be where I can go to their space and we have fun, we understand each other, and we enlighten each other, and we have business together, something like that. But I don't really want. I'm through with the family thing, and I'm just like, all right, I'm all right. I'm content with that. I'm okay with. I'm not. I wish it was different, but I realize, hey, as long as my kids got that, my daughter got her father in her life, my sons are able to get positive role models in their life. I'm okay with that. I don't want to try to all this family stuff. Nope. Anyways, I feel like I'm just too way off topic. But you must also be patient. It says here, be patient and assist the whole situation. Beware of the signs. So when you're in a relationship and you're dating someone, if they kind of grab you the wrong way, or they talking the wrong way, looking at you a certain way, just any clue that's up front, that's the creator talking to y'all. Ancestors got y'all back like, hey, nope, don't get in that. Because that's the signs, and there's signs that we always had that we just ignore for whatever reason. Assess the whole situation, like how does he provide for himself financially? Is he late on his credit card payments? If he has children, do he not take care of his other children? Because that's a no for me. I don't even like talking to guys that have children anyways, but that's a no. If you do have it, you got to be trying to take care of your children. Is he does he just have bad habits that I don't want my kids around? We got to look over the fact that, oh, this person physically is just beautiful. Body is amazing. Everything's this and that and all. No, we got to look past that. We got to look in the inner now and see, like, okay, what this person is about. How do they respond to negative situation? How do they respond when life just happens and everything is just bad for everyone? How do they respond to that? We got to look at all that, because if you're not like me and you do want someone for your children, they have got to be really totally prepared. They got to be mature. They got to be sweet and kind to you. Listen, I don't even care at this point. I don't even care if you get mad. My daughter's father is like a little bit too stern to me, too unemotional, just too hardcore, all this and that, to the where it's like sometimes my kids have seen, like, not domestic, but just like, can you respond in a different way? You always got to be so uptight all the time, and I don't want that. Like, I'm a type of person, like, I feel that if someone is going to date me, they got to realize that I am sensitive, I'm vulnerable, but my heart, I have a kind heart, so therefore I need to be treated as such. I like to be treated very kindly. I need to be catered to and just treated like I'm fragile in some ways. I'm strong but yet fragile, so I need that person to know that. And so if you're dealing with somebody that's just too hardcore, they can't value that in you, get away right now, because it ain't gonna work. And that's some of the problems that I should have paid attention to certain signs. All really relationships about paying attention to certain signs and knowing how to just keep that relationship or whatever going. Because if you pay attention to the signs, you have that communication, that respect, then things should work out. But still, a person can be great, but just not great for a relationship, if that makes sense. So it's a lot to go into play. We just can't be focusing on the material things. We got to focus on the spiritual and how they are, their upbringing, just a lot of things that we need to really consider. Be able to know if that person is what you need in your life, how they can add to you. An example of that will be, I use me. If I were dating someone right now, or we're trying to get in a relationship, I would most likely prefer someone who already has a business, a successful business, because that can add to me, because I can learn the ins and out of running a business. I can say, hey honey, so how does this work? How do you fill out this paperwork? Or how did you apply for that grant? Or Where do you go to save? And what about the bank and the saving account for the business? Someone like that can add to me, because not only is it helping me with my business, but it's helping me as a person, and it'll help our relationship because we're able to talk about business or how we can come and build a business together, something like that. It also shows if you pick a person that's patient, it just kind of makes the whole relationship even better. Like, cause I'm laughing because I'm not as patient as I should be, but if my partner was patient, it would balance it out. Like, I'm up here with you got a couple of seconds, but then I'm ready to check you. And my partner is calm. It also teaches me to be mellow. Like, it's that balance. I'm kind of up here, and he patient and he kind. And it would teach me that. It will make me want to be more kind and patient. And our children need to see that. Our children need to see, like, you can respond in an effective way and not be disrespectful. Because I got problems. I got attitude problems sometimes, and when I'm pissed off, I'm pissed off. And then sides come out that I don't want to come out, that I'm trying to change from, but that's because I'm not patient like I should. So therefore, make sure you pick a mate that is patient to help you with your actions and just better yourself. If that person is bringing benefits to you, like, you got to bring benefits to that person too, but know if that person is making you want to change and just do better. Or if you already got to be happy yourself, but if they're adding to that, because only you can love yourself first and you be happy with yourself first, then, get in that relationship, they just add on to it. It's just an add-on, an extra bonus. So don't look for someone to fully make you happy. You got to make yourself happy. So just be aware. Open your eyes, open your mind, your soul, your spirit when you're picking these mates. We need to have great examples for our children, because they watch. They're going to grow up picking the type of people that you picked, most likely. So if you went after the hoodlums, the tough guy, the bad guy, always stealing your money, grabbing you up, domestic violence, into drugs, stealing, she just a gold digger, she worried about her appearance, don't have no skill or trade, not trying to better her life, just use people, they are going to most likely pick those type of people. And then that's why we got so many messed up people in the world, so many divorces and relationships not right, cheating on each other, because the cycle just keeps continuing. If we cannot teach our children, it's like the world going to teach them, and it's just going to be wrong and backwards. We just really got to be wise. Pick wisely. Make sure that you're a benefit to him or her, and that they're a benefit to you and your children. Just assess your whole situation. If you're talking to that no good neighbor and all that, just stop now and work on yourself. There's nothing wrong with working on yourself. That's why I've taken so much time. It's been 4 years since I've been in a relationship, because I really don't want to keep making the same mistakes. And I know that I'm constantly learning and growing, and so I got to just be patient. I realize that now as a mother, it is more important for me to be the best me and help them and mold them the best way that I can, and not so much worry about my needs, whether it's sexual, emotional, just anything. I know that it is more than that, and that relationships is not a joke. You have to really pick wisely. I'm not so much sure how much sense this made, because I was all over the place and stuff, but I hope y'all get my point. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, be great. And we're about to get into Song of the Day.